I remember him coming to my office at that time when I played him some themes for E.T., two themes, the main flying theme and a secondary theme. And I'm pleased to say I remember him liking them immediately.
Dun, 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 dun.
And we eventually get into this key with this one.
I loved it. It was great. And I could not wait for the scoring session. I could not wait for the day he scored.
Measure 3. 1, 2.
I think with E.T., the experience was typical of what we would do. Once we would accept that we have the right thematic material, then the discussion becomes more rhythmic. When the pace is accelerating, when it's slowing down, when it's going to expand into something big. Of course, when the bicycle goes off the mountain, it becomes a luft, a big musical moment. A lot of the details in our discussions are mostly having to do with which cuts have accents, which cuts don't have accents. Maybe we don't have accent for this cut, this cut, this cut, in preparation for finally the one that will have some significant thing musically. And Stephen's very interested in all those details and comes over and he will look and we chat, we talk. And much of it, the focus comes on the day when we record.
And the boom should be when the body falls.
The body falls, right.
The end part of that film, beginning with the bicycle chase, as the little boys are trying to take E.T. back to the mothership and escape the police and get him safely back. About 10, maybe 15 minutes of very difficult music, all of it planned to catch all of these sync points, these points of accent. We have the bicycle achieving escape velocity, and finally very sentimental dialogue at the end when E.T. says, "I'll be right here, goodbye." And a fanfare when the spaceship goes up. And another fanfare when it turns left. And I was having a very difficult time with the orchestra I would make maybe a good take for the first 5, but maybe off the next 2 cues and then on further cues. It's a question of what feels right, if the fiddle's sore enough. But I remember it so well, Stephen coming out to the podium and saying, "I will take the film off the screen so you can just play the music with the orchestra and with its natural phrasing, the way it ebbs and flows in its own way, and then conform the film to what is the best musical performance of that thing." Very unusual. We usually have to slavishly phrase the music to the cuts of the film. When we had the musical performance we felt gave us the most lift and the most sense of exultation at the end of the film, Stephen then laid the music track against the film and made a few editorial adjustments to conform to the music. And I think part of the reason the end of the film has such a kind of operatic sense of completion, real emotional satisfaction as well as satisfaction from what we see, may be partly the result of this wedding of the musical accents with Stephen's film editing.
to drink. Food. These are toys. These are little men. This is Greedo. And then this is Hammerhead. See, this is Walrus Man. And this is Snaggletooth.